Shall we?
We shall.
Start it off, Chief.
So, you know.
With the energy.
So let's go.
I like it.
Welcome to another edition of the TGR podcast, the Green Room podcast.
Yes.
I'm Right Guy. I'm here with Jay Bills.
Wagwan man dem.
I'm here with Nico Suave.
AKA Guaper Jr.
Jeez.
I want that,
That's a Guaper Jr.,
that
bro.
double guapper.
That's a hard
Yeah, one time I went to Burger King, bro.
BK's the best.
And they forgot my patty.
I retract that statement.
I bit into it.
They just gave you bun.
They just gave me 2 buns, pickle, and fucking mayonnaise or something. Like,
Yo,
That's disgusting.
Kate Bones, swing daddy.
This was a long time ago, bro. I was like, how you forget a patty, bro?
Yeah.
That's the heart and soul of a burger.
That's what you're paying for. the
Yeah,
meat.
actually.
Pause. But
One
you
time
know,
I went to Burger King at 8:30 in the morning.
Wasn't this like last week?
This was like a month or two
BK.
ago.
30 in the
Yeah.
Um,
This man's on demon fucking demon
demon.
mode.
I was there at 8:30 because I was like, okay, I'll try their breakfast. Why not? How bad could it be? Someone in the office said their breakfast is good. So I get to the
Whoever that person is, first and
Is
foremost, don't
that-
ever fucking listen
all
to them
right.
again.
I get to the console. And I look at it and I see that they have this thing called all day Whoppers. Meaning you can order a Whopper at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
So naturally,
breakfast Whopper.
a breakfast Whopper,
that's
I was like,
It's
what?
no different from a lunch
Bro,
Whopper or dinner.
a Whopper 8:30 in the morning sounds crazy. to me. I don't know
Naturally,
why.
I was like,
It is. You shouldn't.
what a dilemma.
eating.
Do I try the
Don't tell me you got both.
the
bro.
Burger King
If
breakfast
you got both, I'm walking
that
out.
I went in for? I did, but I didn't. I'll explain.
I'm walking out.
Or do I get
oh shit, I'm crying.
or do I get the Whopper? I need to know.
8:30.
Needless to say, I haven't had any breakfast sandwich from Burger King, but I have had multiple Whoppers at 8:30. And that first time that I did get the Whopper, I got the Whopper, but I also got the French toast sticks
Yeah, okay.
because I actually do. That was more
I
of a
love French
that
toast.
was a nostalgia play.
Blessed.
First of all, they
Very
were fucking unreal, but like so much sugar. I felt
Of
like
course.
I felt like I
That's
felt
what makes him
Bare
unreal,
beans in that,
bro.
I felt like a zombie after that. But honestly, it was a nostalgia play because I remember my dad. Like I've totally had forgot that I'd ever gone to Burger King
Yeah.
for breakfast before in my life, and I actually recall my dad would take me every now and again to Burger King, the
Mhm.
one at Queen and 410.
That one's undefeated,
Oh, yeah,
bro.
that's
It's been there for
that's
years.
Yeah.
forever.
He
and it
used to
will
take
be
me
there when the society collapses.
I can tell you so many
BK,
memories.
trust
I remember
me.
when
Taco Bell.
when Burger King had all the Pokemon toys and the Pokemon movies were coming out.
Oh,
and shit.
yeah, I
I used to
remember
go
that.
there and get them all the time, collect them all. Gotta catch them all, bro. But yeah, I remember I used to go there and I used to get the French toast sticks because I love French toast. French toast or pancakes?
French toast or pancakes?
Yeah.
Or would you choose?
Yeah.
You had to choose
Pancakes.
one. You have to get rid of
I
one.
used to be a French toast guy.
Hmm.
Now I'm a pancake guy.
Yeah, definitely pancakes. I've
'Cause-
grown up like that.
Like a
Yeah.
good pancake, bro.
Yeah.
Whew.
Nah, I
You're
think.
pretty much you're eating cake.
You see
But
that
I
every
also
Saturday
think
morning.
good French toast is
Yeah,
undefeated.
100%.
The problem is it's easier to fuck up French toast than it is to fuck up pancakes.
I disagree.
The flip, I don't know,
I
bro.
disagree.
The
I
right
think
amount
it's
of
the other
batter,
way.
the flip
I think
is-
it's the other way around.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
No, because you can have French toast that's dry as fuck.
But if you put too much batter in a pancake, it sometimes
you're
doesn't come out that
fucked.
good
Yeah,
either.
it's fucking
And sometimes if you don't flip
doughy.
it properly.
Yeah, but you
burns
have
me.
literal instructions. Where are the fucking instructions for French toast? It's like no,
it doesn't
you
need
have to do it by
instructions.
hand.
It's like
instructions,
making
man.
scrambled eggs. It's fucking or
Yeah, but people fuck up scrambled eggs all the time.
yeah, those people are
It's got a
retarded.
way suits though.
Oh, fuck you guys.
Fucking retarded, bro. I'm sorry. That's what it is. So first of all,
swings on us.
I want to clear the air here. I want to get something off of my chest.
Let it off, fam. You know.
The air smells stuffy. Clear it.
Nah, it actually just has to relate back to our previous episode that we did, episode 68, uncensored for now.
Yeah.
How we got censored.
We got
'Cause-
censored.
So the thing is, so
Hold on.
I don't know. Yeah.
we have to be careful
what we say.
about how we explain this, because if we use some of the language
Yeah.
to explain the thing that got
That's
us
crazy
censored,
how we have to tread so lightly here.
we
Welcome
will
to
get
Canada, bro.
censored.
This is mod. Okay, so anyways,
Canada, bro.
okay, so as some of our devout,
That's a YouTube thing, not a Canada thing. To be
Yeah.
clear, though,
Well,
yeah.
we can get censored off Spotify.
a little bit of column A, a little
A
bit,
little
column
bit of
B,
this, a
bro.
little bit of that.
Yeah.
Spotify?
Pancakes or French toast. Ah, fucking same, bro.
I'm hearing his bars right now.
I'm gonna.
You know, it's what they always say: pancakes or French toast,
Yeah,
brother.
bro.
Anyway, sorry. So, as I was saying, as some of our devout listeners know, like we like to drop bars, from time to time after a podcast. It's it's therapeutic. It's
fun,
it's fun. We're from Brampton, so it's
what you
something
do.
you have to do,
and then it's
something
fun to
that we-
listen to them
we
later.
grew up doing. Anyways, whatever. We just listen to it for our own benefit. We don't care to release it. None of that. Anyways, we did. Well, Rag Guy recorded the video of the entirety of the bar session,
Yeah, I did that.
Jeez.
and then we tried
Looks
to.
sick too.
We tried to release it on private. Okay, not even publicly, just private.
Yeah,
But it got blocked by YouTube.
Like, nah,
it didn't
nigga.
get blocked. It got removed.
It got fucking removed. I
That's the
can't even
difference.
access it. You can't even
That's the
access
difference.
it.
No, yeah, it's not there. It's
Yeah.
gone. It's like there.
It was like a 52
The-
minute video too.
It was
the-
long, bro.
Basically, the birth certificate of it is there,
Yeah.
but that,
So anyway,
that baby ain't there.
Why? Okay. Why they removed it? That's a good question. I think we got like a message, a disclaimer.
So this, maybe I can pull it up, but we gotta be
Yeah,
careful. We gotta be careful.
Pull up the evidence, sir.
We gotta be careful.
Pull up the evidence.
Suave court.
Man, I'd be the sickest judge.
Oh, bro.
Order in the court. Bam, bam, bam. Nobody's saying anything. I just flex fucking.
I'd sit on my chair like slumped up. You could come in.
yeah. I'd be like, Bills, you ball up? Yeah. Or,
Obviously, bro. Don't
Ah.
worry, bro. Let me
let's
just end
make this thing
quick.
going quick, then.
Yo, what'd you do? They said I robbed a man, but I didn't rob a man.
All right.
You're free to go, fam.
So it says removed. Hold
Okay,
on,
so
hold
it says, well, I'm sure the
on.
audience
Can't
can
even
see
view
this.
it. Hold on.
Terms and policies. Inappropriate content. What kind of inappropriate content?
Not affected.
What is this? Oh, this is something else. That's copyright. Content has been removed because of inappropriate thing. Review.
This is just a warning. If it happens again, you will die. No, you're.
We will murder.
I think this is. I think they actually might have changed it. Oh no! Here we go.
Okay. So, what it says here, if you guys can't see it on the screen or if you can't read it,
It says medical
misinformation. YouTube doesn't allow content that poses a serious risk of egregious fucking retarded harm. That's what happens when I'm cheese. I can't read. Harm by spreading medical misinformation about currently administered
Don't say that word.
about administered things that are approved and confirmed to be safe and effective by local health authorities and by the WHO. Okay, so what prompted it to be removed? So I recall saying a line,
Yeah.
a bar.
Oh, yeah.
You just said about having something in your blood,
About something being in my blood.
like
That's it.
like a something,
Like a something.
and you did this.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it, bro. And then the video
That's
got
enough.
removed.
That's what
bro.
they said. That's enough.
No malintent.
We're
Well,
shutting it down.
I'm assuming it.
No misinformation of any sort.
I'm assuming that the AI bot that did it
I get it.
essentially scrubbed the other things that were being said in the bars and related it to those things, and it's like, this is not right. We shouldn't be connecting these things.
Yo,
Because you know,
I just wanted to put that out there
that's wild.
because it was
it was egregious.
egregious or egregious.
Gregorius. It sounds like
I'm gonna
casting a spell.
I'm gonna have a son one day and name him Egregious.
Egregious Maximus.
That's a sick name.
Jeez. Sounds like you're shooting a spell for real.
Fuck, man. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mod thing still.
But yeah, this is something that we talked about way back in the day, like when we were doing Zoom epis, talking about COVID. We were talking about this exact same shit, bro.
We were still.
How was it?
Oh, bro, as it was like 2-3 years ago. 2 years ago?
Time ago.
Jesus.
You see, I copped that preemie.
Yo, good for you, bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
Let's support
welcome,
the
bro.
people who
But
banned
hold on,
us.
hold on.
Thanks for banning us.
Hold on.
Here's our money.
But hold on, I got another negative story about the
I have a preemie too.
So the
Me
reason
too,
why
still.
I got the fucking preemie
Uh-huh.
This is greasier.
is because YouTube stopped working for me because I use ad blockers.
Yeah, they-
Like, oh, word?
Yeah, but
Guess what?
even it said, okay, if
We
you
shut it
if
down.
you delete and uninstall the ad blockers or whatever, or turn them off, it'll work.
They're like, nah.
But I did that and it still wouldn't
They're
work.
like, nah, bro.
Then as
You
soon
did
as
it
I
one
caught,
time?
as soon as I copped the preemie, it all works.
Hey, we
now,
good,
apparently.
player.
So basically,
YouTube is, robbing, man.
you know, I got held up.
Yeah, they stuck you up, bro. Like, so, yo, how much you like YouTube, dogs? You better pay the cash, bro.
Yeah.
You paid it.
That's what happened.
I respect it, still.
What can we do? We're a bunch of consumers, man. We just
I
consume.
wouldn't mind consuming
Actually,
the next beer.
this takes me into my next topic. It's kind of like a more serious talking discussion, but it's whatever. I was listening to this episode of Earn Your Leisure. What were you about to say, right, guy?
I was gonna say we should start a rival company called GlueTube.
GlueTube.
Man's get sticky.
Is that like a porn?
Yo,
I don't know.
Okay.
Bluetooth.
It just sounded funny in my head. That's why I laughed. You asked me why I laughed.
I'm
say it.
surprised.
I didn't say it because it was stupid.
I'm surprised Netflix isn't a thing yet.
Let's look it up. Can we get that domain?
Let's fucking buy her
Me
right
too.
now.
Netflix?
Netflix US is for sale.
I don't want the .us. I want the .com.
Someone's got
bro.
the .com.
They're smart. They are smart.
Netflix also sounds like a trail mix you would get at the Whole Foods store.
Oh, I'd have a great business plan to make this make sense, but I don't even think I should be saying this.
We'll say it off. We'll say it off air because we don't want to get banned.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't want to get strikes.
That's what I'm
wanna get
saying.
banned.
Oh, man.
What was I saying? So I was watching this. I was listening to this episode of
Of a
Earn,
potty.
Earn Your Leisure podcast. Earn Your Leisure is great. It's probably one of my favorite podcasts now. Basically, there's a bunch of dudes, that talk about finance, investing, real estate, business, entrepreneurship, right? One of the hosts was talking about how your most valuable commodity is your time.
Shit. That's real talk.
Agree or disagree, J. Bills?
Heavily. That's the real
Yep.
shit.
Agree?
Real talk.
100%.
Because you can't get time back. That's the only thing you can't get back.
Agreed. But it's also the main point he was trying to make,
Mm.
and this applies for everybody, pretty much everybody, is that how we utilize our time. You know what I mean? Like, do we dedicate our time to something that helps advance us and grow as a person?
Sometimes.
Like, I know I spend a bunch of hours on YouTube. Some of that may be learning about certain things.
Yep.
Sometimes it's about fucking watching, I don't know,
Boondocks episodes.
a man, camping out in the winter or some
Yeah.
shit like that, whatever. But
I can relate.
yeah,
Spend
was-
bare time playing video games.
yeah, and he made video games. Like he made that point. He's like, "Yo, like you're gonna spend 3 hours playing video games a day, or are you gonna fucking spend 3 hours studying fucking I don't know microeconomics?" Just to what I mean, just
Yeah.
as a poor example, but that's what it was.
Mm.
And no, I heavily related to that topic because everybody's a victim to this.
Oh,
It's just
big
what
time.
we do, you know what I mean? Especially if we have,
Everybody needs cool down time.
if we have that 9 to 5 job, right?
Yeah.
We're so focused on hustling. Sometimes at the end of the day, all
See
you
it
want to do is
breathing.
just fuck shit, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get it.
Sometimes I just want to make
We're
beats.
only human. You know what I mean? It's just the fact that we're so surrounded and everything is so easily accessible, like social media
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, is that we sort of go a little bit too far into it.
Social media ruined the world.
Right.
I'll just put that out there.
I agree with that. That's our clip name. Has social media ruined the world?
Yeah.
It has.
I mean, I think it's doing worse than it is doing better.
There's only a handful of people that are using social media effectively to what
I get it.
could be
100%.
capacity.
Yeah, 100%.
And then everyone else is just being brainwashed by fuckery.
I don't want to talk about the topic as a perfect example as to why social media is doing. I feel it's doing more harm than good right now. What's going on in the world right now?
I think that's
Scary,
the main. I
man.
think that's the main consensus.
I think social media has destroyed people's
that?
morals.
It's divisive.
It's literally just destroying and splitting people in half. It's like they throw out a subject and then it's a split. Don't get me wrong, it's always cool to have like a good debate or conversation so that you could debate for understanding.
Mm-hmm.
But people don't debate for understanding. They just debate for the need to be right. And
Yeah.
it's never going to work
They
out.
just want to win the conversation, but that's also
not
society's fault for training us to be that way.
Well, yeah, well, I don't know. I just feel like
Think of our
It depends
reward
on the-
systems.
that's true because there's not a lot of people
We
out there
reward.
that really actually have a mindset where it's like, okay, I want to absorb information from you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to just spew out what I think I know.
Yeah.
I want to take in as much as I can to get an idea of the grasp of the world and how everyone thinks
Yes.
or like
Yes.
different information. That's how it should be, but that's not how it is.
Yeah.
And I think social media played a good part in that for simply just making it so everyone could be divided and not coming together and exchanging information.
Yeah.
I think it's bullshit personally because it's like we have this tool that could be so useful and used very effectively, but like I'm guilty of it too. We fall into the bullshit, the memes,
Yeah.
the hoes, the foolishness. But the problem is people have a hard time separating social media to the real life.
Mm-hmm.
So they think what's happening in social media is real, but what's
Yeah.
happening in real life is just not,
Yeah.
not even.
And I think there's like
Wow.
There's
there's
patterns.
there's sort of like this disconnect. And I fall victim to this a lot. Victim as in like on the negative spectrum because I'm not big into social media at all. So when somebody's like, "Yo, have you heard about like this or have you heard about that? Did you see this meme about this?" I'm like, no, I haven't. I'm sorry.
Which is blessed.
And then they're
Why
like,
do you?
"Oh, like what the fuck?" Like it's such a weird concept. Or when you tell somebody you don't have like your own personal social media page, they think you're some sort of weirdo, which is
Yeah.
like completely mind-blowing to me.
It's a new social norm.
Because
bro.
what's mind-blowing to me or what's weird is an Instagram page of just pictures of yourself. You know what I mean? Or pictures of you and your friend at
Just
the
vanity,
fucking
bro.
what? It's just the weirdest fucking thing ever, bro.
It makes people very vain.
It's like
bro.
Black Mirror.
Literally, it's what it is. That's why I don't even post like that. Bro. Like,
So yeah, it's odd. Like,
I need to get out of social media, bro.
but yeah, like when he was saying, time is your most valuable commodity. 100%.
Oh, without a
100%
doubt.
true. 100%
doubt.
true.
Because nowadays, now that I'm getting older, I get pissed off when I waste my time.
Same. I feel
I'm like,
guilty.
Are you serious right now?
I guilt trip myself. It's not the healthiest thing.
Yeah.
But I rather have that than not feel it because I know my capabilities. I know what I can do in a day. I know what I've done in a day. Yeah, like for instance, like I've been falling victim to just like not going to training much often. Just because I bust after work. Two,
of course.
I know how physically and mentally exhausting it's going to be for that 90 minutes straight.
100%.
And third, I just want to play Red Dead Redemption 2. Like
It's chill, yeah.
you know,
I'm trying to
so it's
chill.
just like fuck, and I know, and I'm looking for excuses on not to go. Right? I'm like, yo, weather's kind of sketchy out. Oh, I'm a little tired. Oh, my stomach hurts. Like, so this is the weirdest stuff.
Listen.
I'm just grasping for straws. I'm like, yeah, I don't need to do this today. But I also have people in my circle that know me that hold me accountable for it.
That's what it is.
And they're like, yo, where you been? Where you at? How come you're not reaching?
yeah.
Sometimes you need that
You
little
do.
fucking accountability, because you are your biggest obstacle. You know what I mean? You
The
yourself,
obstacle is the way.
you know yourself so much that you will find a hindrance to
Mm-hmm.
doing that thing.
And that's why it's good to have good people in your life. Because if you have the wrong people in your circle, you're fucked.
Facts.
People are just gonna feed into your bullshit.
Facts.
Into your like, oh no, yeah, don't worry, bro. You don't need to go to the gym. That's light. Who cares? Just chill out and relax, man.
Yeah.
That's what I do. You don't want to hear that shit, bro.
Can I
If
can
you
I
know
play a
someone,
video
you
for you guys?
Of course.
tell them what's best for them.
So
100%.
like this, like Nico said something, I can't remember exactly what he said, but this struck a chord with me. So hold on, let me turn this down so we can give this thing some volume. Hold on, let's restart from the beginning.
Crew Mahoney. That's not a real name, is it?
I don't know if I can make. I
Or
guess
is
I
it-
can't make this.
Or is it
full
Crew
screen.
Mahoney? I'm just playing.
I don't know if I can make this full screen, but whatever. Fuck it.
Who's this guy?
2 Chainz.
It's just a random guy.
I don't F around, I don't party, I don't go out. Am I lame for that?
A little bit.
Absolutely. To be lame in the eyes of somebody I would never want to be like is nothing but an absolute success. You see, it's only an uncertain person that needs company in what they do to feel like it's the right thing. But real confidence stems from doing what's best for you,
Bars.
even if that means doing it alone.
Super bars.
My biggest confidence comes from consistently pushing myself and leaving no gap between what needs to be done and what I do. And on day 1962 in a row of running every morning, look who's out here with me. Not a soul. That's just fine.
I think that's
Crying?
bars. I don't know. I don't remember seeing this.
Nah,
one,
I get it. I get it. It is what it is, bro.
But I rate that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
But that's the thing though, is that
Yeah.
it's like kind of what you were saying. It's like it's easy to grasp at all these things and whatever, but like you can still like having that confidence in doing what's right for you.
Mhm.
Everyone can say, "Oh, you're lame" or whatever for doing that, but
People ain't shit, bro. Everyone
Yeah.
has their own thing they're going through. and
you
there's-
always got to do what you know is best for you.
100%.
Exactly.
100%. And then that will, like, the people who will recognize that are the people who you need to keep around you.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know,
Well,
those are the people that you uplift each other. You know, it goes both ways.
can I give you an example of that?
Of course.
So there are times where I want you to smoke with us. I want you to smoke a grab a spliff. And you won't do it. And sure, like I'll give you shit.
It's like, I hope
I'll
he
give shit.
smokes this.
Or like,
growler.
you know,
better smoke this grub.
but you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm like, he's not doing it because he knows that's best for her. I respect that. That's
Yeah.
fine. Or like, you know, mans are over and I'm like, yo, let's drink more, let's chill more. But man's
Yeah.
like, nah, I gotta do this, gotta do that. I'm
Yeah.
like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You gotta do your thing. You gotta do what's best for you.
Yeah.
And though I'm like saddened in those moments or whatever, I'm not, because I'm like,
do you
good for
understand?
them, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
you know?
Yeah.
good. Like that's
Yeah.
I like that. I want to see that.
Yeah.
That's also confirmation to me of why I have people around in my life,
Mhm.
because I have people who I admire and aspire to be like.
100%.
Mm. It's bars.
And that's the thing too. Like, no, I completely agree with everything that you just said, sir.
100%.
Also, like one of the main arguments of people, why people have are so heavily invested in social media is like, oh, like I have a way to connect with my friends. Like, okay, that's sick, right?
Yeah.
But for people who don't have fucking 200 friends, like myself,
Hmm.
the people in my close circle, they have my phone number. They'll send
Yeah.
me the pictures.
Facts.
I'll ask them what's up. You know, we'll
Yeah.
link up. That's all that matters to me.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to
I
to
just
go to
wanna-
your Instagram page to see like, yo, this
Yeah.
guy, sick. You know what I mean? Maybe one guy who lives out west, but that's about it. Like, I have his number. Like, I'll just call him.
That's
like-
what I don't get about
Like a
people who
normal
follow
person, I'll just
celebrities.
pick up the phone.
Because like I think the new communication is memes.
Yeah, but see, that's the only reason why I use it, is just send
Just memes.
funny fucking shit
Very
to my
joke.
friends,
Yeah.
Yo, honestly,
or
it's
just
always
super
funny.
ignorant shit,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by
Yeah.
far. It's either funny memes or jokes.
or just like conspiracy theories. I love. I love
And I get it, man.
I
Like,
have a conspiracy
everybody
theory,
has the
a
thing.
fresh one,
A freshie, eh?
but we talked about it, and we're not gonna discuss that subject on today's episode.
Oh,
The next one's
it's a waiting tape.
On an XD.
Okay, so just to wrap this up, time is your most valuable commodity.
yep,
Yes, it is.
100%.
I think everybody could agree with that.
yeah, that's like a unanimous.
Everybody could agree with it.
Yeah.
And I think we all, as long as you're consistently trying to work
Mhm.
on yourself, your betterment,
Yeah.
I think that's what's important. Because, bro, discipline beats motivation every day of the week.
Yeah.
You're not going to be motivated. It's impossible to be motivated all the time.
No,
That's impossible. If somebody says, I'm motivated to do this every single fucking day,
'Cause-
they're lying
Yeah.
to you, bro.
unless they're serial
They're
killer.
lying. What gets people up and gets people better is discipline.
Yeah.
That's creating those habits
yeah.
to eventually normalize it so that it's a part of your life, and then you don't have a fucking.
Yeah.
You're like, it is what it is. This is what I got to do.
Well, that's
This is what I've been doing.
The hardest
It's
part
time
is
to
just
do it.
getting started anyway. And
That's
as soon as you
true.
get started, it's just keeping
True.
consistency going.
Yeah.
But the
Facts.
hardest part of all of it is just getting it started.
Yeah.
But that's also why it's important to celebrate the wins, no matter how small they are.
I agree with that. I'm always about that.
And also,
I'm always about that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily my
And
wins,
also-
but yeah.
you don't let a loss get you down.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't miss twice.
Yeah.
It's okay to miss. Just don't miss twice.
But even if you
Hmm.
miss twice, just don't stop shooting. Sometimes you have to
I know
keep
that,
going.
but that's also it too. You don't stop shooting, but also don't miss twice.
It's like
Yeah.
the very successful entrepreneurs or wealthy individual successfully individuals. It's like, yeah, I had 1,000 ideas. 99% of them failed.
Yeah.
All I need is one to
that
hit.
one to hit, bro.
That's all you need. Just
Also,
one.
that's what I was talking
Bomb.
to Bills about. So I was reading, I think it was The Psychology of Money I was reading.
Mm.
And you know that 90% of, something around 90% of the investments that Warren Buffett makes lose money.
Yeah.
Yet he's one of the most successful
He is
investors.
the most
Just
successful
the ones that
investor.
I
hit,
mean,
bro.
aside from Nancy Pelosi's husband, but that's another subject.
That doesn't count.
Young Nancy.
That's insider trading.
So Warren Buffett essentially those 10%, that 10%
Yeah, just boom.
cover his losses
Yep.
and his thing. And it comes down to this. It's something that this other guy, I think I've seen a video of it recently. He's like a motivational guy. He's kind of jacked. It's something Hermosi. I think it's
Pelosi.
No, Hermosi.
Oh, Alex.
Alex Hermosi.
Yeah, I listened to his podcast
Mm.
on Spotify.
Yeah, I was actually gonna start checking it out. 'cause- I've always seen clips of him.
I like some of his stuff.
Yeah, I've always seen clips of him, and yeah, some of his stuff like I like. So I'm like, I've been trying to. I wanted to get more into like motivational podcasts and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So, because I know I just listen to jokes and conspiracy
Yeah.
ones all the time, but mostly the jokes ones. But he said this thing, kind of the idea of like most, people like look at like most like really successful people and they see that they're doing all these things and they just seem to be good, but it's like, but how they got to where they are, where they now are doing that, is they focused on one fucking thing.
Yep.
Mm.
They were terrible at all these other things.
Hyper focus.
They hyper focused on one thing,
Yep.
then got to that next level, the next plateau
Mm-hmm.
that enabled them to now be able to spread their focus and create these other streams of income, essentially.
Yep.
Because they're just like saying like the fallacy of that. Everyone's like, oh, you need multiple streams of income. It's like, well, you need fucking one really fucking good stream of income, then you can start making these small ones.
Yep.
Which makes sense.
That's good.
It's just setting a base, basically.
Exactly. There's a story of this. Again, this was from the EYL podcast. They had this guest on it. I forget his name. He was like a NBA player in the 80s, I think, 80s or 90s.
White
He
guy?
went. No, black dude. They only get like I guess people of color on their podcast.
Why did you say it like that?
It's the correct term to say it. I don't really
Nah.
fucks with it. The
Niggas.
people of color, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Everybody has color, technically.
I
It
like-
doesn't- I don't know.
Well, see, the one thing I will say about it though is I like that it's people first. Like
Yeah.
I always preferred.
Colored people.
I always preferred person who is black,
Yeah.
person who is white over white person, black person.
Yeah, I get it.
Because someone, I think it was
Shit,
someone was
it's all
telling me
the same to
about
me,
like
bro.
people with developmental disabilities.
Wow.
And they were saying when you call them a disabled person, you're defining them by their disability. I'm like, that actually makes sense. That's kind of not cool.
So they're
actually.
a person that's disabled rather than a disabled person. I
Yeah.
get you. I see
They're
where
a
you're coming
person first and foremost. Everyone is a person first and foremost. And I love the spirit in that. I think that's beautiful.
at. Yeah, that's disrespectful. Because now I see that you disabled,
Yeah.
but I guess you're a person too.
You're
you know?
disabled first, and then you're.
We should
that's
always
crazy.
start from a common place.
Okay.
It's like
That
if
makes sense.
Jamal, you're a black guy, I'm a white guy.
I thought you were gonna use
I've
the N-word.
already
Jamal,
divided
you're a
us.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jamal, you're a person.
Damn
I'm
right.
a person.
Yeah.
You're a person who's black.
Yeah.
I'm a person who's white.
Yeah.
Ah.
We're people.
Racism
No.
just ended, bro.
just did it.
Live on TGR
We
podcast.
people.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
The bars were barsy. bro.
Anyways, so they had this guest on. He was an NBA player in the 90s. He wasn't like fucking Michael Jordan or even, whatever, Dennis Rodman or whatever. He wasn't the best guy.
Use some next man.
He was so. This is back in the day. Okay, this might be before the 90s. But this was back in the day when sponsorship wasn't huge. Mans weren't striking like deals with Wheaties and fucking Nike and stuff. So
Well, NBA was also a lot smaller
Yes,
before the
yes.
Michael Jordan
It's
days,
true.
which that era technically
ABA
started in
and NBA.
'84, I think.
Yeah,
this
'cause
was like
split.
I'm pretty sure this was just around Jordan's time, but he wasn't good enough to get like sponsorship deals. That's what I'm saying. He was like a bench player. Anyways,
Role player. Okay.
anyways, he didn't make enough money. So during the off season, he worked at a Wendy's. Okay. And the reason why he worked at a Wendy's was to learn the business aspect of what the managers were doing at the
Yeah.
Wendy's. After, X amount of seasons, he bought, I forget how many franchises of Wendy's. Probably like, I want to say like 50 or 100, something ridiculous.
Making that paper, bro.
He just kept stacking Wendy's franchises with his NBA money, right? And then when he retired, he sold all his NBA franchises, right? And
NBA franchise?
Oh, sorry, Wendy's franchises.
Yeah.
At that point, you can live comfortably for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
made that kind of money.
I rate it.
But what he did instead is that he bought a Coca-Cola distributing factory in Canada, actually, in Canada. And I think he easily 20x'd his original.
Oh, without a
income.
doubt.
Easily.
Without a doubt.
And he's just like, yeah, just what it is. I just wanted to, do this. I just wanted to keep it going to see what I could do,
Yeah.
which is
Yo.
crazy.
Yo, you know what? Here's something crazy. So, back in the day, my mom and my pops almost made the decision to get a McDonald's franchise because they're only going for 99 bands or 100
Damn.
bands. And they
Yeah.
didn't fucking do it.
Yeah. Well,
And that's the most heartbreaking thing I've ever heard. But I was like, why would you even tell me this,
Yeah,
bro? Like, yo. But I guess, I think my mom wanted to do it. My pops wasn't too sure.
that's usually what it is.
Yeah, I should listen to my mom, Deuce, bro. Fucked up.
Yeah, the thing about fathers is that they don't want to
Yeah.
invest or they don't want to be a part of it until they're actually seeing or reaping the benefits of said thing.
yeah.
They're like,
Because it's not real to them.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay,
It's a
now
fantasy.
we're getting cash. All right, yeah, maybe this is a good idea. Oh,
Facts.
yeah, well, duh.
That's what it is. Yeah, I was like, yeah. She's like, idiot, man. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That's crazy, bro. That would have been a thing. A Mickey D's.
Man, this could have been a freaking Mickey D's conglomerate. by
Oh,
the way.
bro. Fuck. I'd be slanging beer,
McDoubles and shit.
Yeah, bro. But I wouldn't be working in it.
No,
Clean
no,
the chickens.
Yeah.
I'd be working it.
Nah.
I'd be the manager.
Yeah.
We also had a
General
track called
manager.
Junior Chicken.
GM. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, but it's crazy, man. But even just thinking about that, like, yo, mans are getting houses for like 100 bands back then. Easy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
we're out here for
everything-
1
yeah,
mil, bro. 10 times more. See, even like demons are saying, yo, stop talking about the past, bro. But like, yo, it's
Yeah.
mad. It's actually
Yeah.
mad. Like inflation, like everyone talks about, oh, inflation. But yo, that shit's fucking like not even a joke thing, bro.
Inflation.
It's scary.
It's true.
Because it's like, yo, how the hell are you gonna charge more for shit and pay niggas the same?
That's
Wage.
why mans have to invest in Bitcoin. I've been saying
I
this,
know, you're
man. I
right.
talked to a guy at a trade show today, and he's like, because I saw like you could buy his shit with Bitcoin, and I was like, yo, I noticed that you can accept Bitcoin. He's like, yeah, brother, like I've been investing in this. I was like, yo, I've been telling this guy, which was
Yeah.
J-Rod, to invest that he has until April of 2024 to stack as much Bitcoin or Sats as he can before the halving occurs, right?
The halving.
So the halving is every around 4 years, Bitcoin drops its hash rate. So the amount of Bitcoin available by half, because Bitcoin's
shit.
a limited supply. It's finite. Its ultimate goal is to reduce its inflationary rate to 0%. Right now it's at 1.8%. When there's no more Bitcoin, there's no more interest
And then it's
because there's
just-
no more. You can't just print more. You can't
Oh,
just
and the
make
amount
more.
is gonna be worth so much at the time too.
That's why. So then that's why it was created by its creator to hedge against fucking fake money, which is what we have right now, right? Inflation, hyperinflation, fucking just printing more cash, quantitative
How much?
easing.
How much is one Bitcoin right now?
One Bitcoin right now is $52,000 Canadian.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Lord of mercy.
Lord of mercy.
Crazy.
I was holding that shit when it was 75K. And I didn't sell any of it, but I was just like,
Jeez.
I believe in the technology. I've researched my shit.
yeah.
I believe in this. I'm
let
gonna
it
just
go.
keep stacking. But he's like, yeah. He's like, dude. He's like, yeah. The halving. The guy mentioned it. He's like, because he knows, obviously.
Jeez.
He's like, yeah. April 2024, they dropped the hash rate. That means the price is gonna shoot up. So I believe at any cost right now before April is a good buying opportunity. To be completely honest, but that's just me.
I might
But
have to-
anyways,
I'll think about it.
I'm
but
thinking about
anyways-
it too.
I don't know about that.
And that's a like.
hey,
I eat a
listen,
chunk of my money.
it is what
Big
it
chunk
is.
Of my money right there.
I do not want to discourage you one bit from doing that.
Yo,
No, I've
definitely do that,
it's
bro.
okay.
And
I've already been holding for 4 years.
I am completely agnostic
Mhm.
to your belief in that.
Mhm.
Agnostic. So you don't believe or you don't not.
I
believe.
don't
Okay.
disbelieve.
Right.
Okay.
I just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know any. I don't know anything about it. I don't.
Yeah.
Even when you
And that's
even when
fine.
you guys try to explain it to me, I don't understand it. I'm fucking stupid. I'm retarded.
No, it's
Nah,
actually
it's
like
not retarded.
it's hard. It's hard
It
to
is
explain.
complicated, though.
You ever feel like you're really smart at some things, but you're really fucking
All the
stupid
time.
at other
Big
things?
time, bro.
All the time.
Like there's so many people I thought like they refer to me as a smart, intelligent person. And I'm like,
Hey, man.
you.
Intelligence.
I'm dumb.
Intelligence
It's
is
not linear.
situational, man.
It's
not linear.
It's
So dumb.
situational.
Intelligence
so
is not
dumb.
linear.
It's
not linear, bro.
You know, it is what it
Remember
is.
that.
But like personally, I like to diversify all my money. I don't hold. I don't think I hold any, like barely any money in my savings accounts. Actually, I'm technically broke when it comes. If you look at my bank account,
Yeah.
ain't no money in there.
I had to
No,
divest
but
recently, though.
that's fine because
Ain't no money in
as long
there.
as it's
I
spread
need a
out,
All I know is that it's growing.
Yeah,
because
fact.
it ain't growing in there.
All I know is
that's
You
how
know
you
what I
should
mean?
keep it anyway. Because
All I know is
that's what I'm saying.
stocks were better for me
Yeah.
personally. The
Same.
ones I was in when Trump was in office.
Ah.
All right.
Yeah, I had
And
to sell a couple of my
you know,
early.
had to take care of Toby, so I had to divest.
It is what it is.
I had to
bro.
divest a good portion of loot that was actually making me more loot. But he's okay. That's
It
all
is
that
what it
matters.
is.
All that
Like
matters.
the reason why I have like my crypto is an emergency. That's strictly what it is. Only one other person in my life knows the password to get into it.
The only reason why I got my crypto is if, you know, we need to walk up on a man's and
Kryptos.
Cripple.
or I got that
Cripple.
kryptonite in case
Cripple
Superman comes around. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez, kryptonite.
And I also like the fact that I am my own bank in that situation. I'm my own decentralized bank.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's such a crazy thing that only we can experience it now because we have that technology. Like if I wanted to take out $20,000 from a bank of my own money bills,
Yeah, trust me. It's some
I'd
bullshit.
get paid. I'd have to pay fees.
Yep.
I'd have to go through another person.
Yep.
Technically, it's not my money's somewhere else. They use your money
Facts.
for
It's being
other things,
recycled.
for
Yeah.
giving out
They don't
loans,
hold.
mortgages or whatever. That's your money.
It's being
You
recycled.
know what I mean? It's
That's why
crazy.
It's like, yo,
It's being
But if I
recycled to
wanted-
create more money.
If I
essentially.
wanted my money from Bitcoin right now, all I would have to do, and it would take me
Hit a button.
it cost me $0, $0, and it would take me it takes like probably what 5-second transfer, if that.
I rate it. You sold me.
and just like that, I'd have it, and then I could do whatever. I can escape to fucking St. Vincent. You know what I mean?
Yo, honestly, you don't even know, bro. Like, hey, I don't know how long, bro. I'm trying to be here, but I'm not gonna lie to you, boys. I don't know.
Yeah.
It sounds like all of us
I
are
think
considering
all of it, like,
leaving Canada.
But the thing is, like, you have to have those kind of plans. In our situation, you can't just have a plan A. Like, you need a plan.
I
like,
got a plan B.
this, and
and,
this,
like,
and this.
yeah,
I'm already
And it's
trying to
good.
work
It's
on
good to
getting my
have that. It's good to
citizenship
have that.
and
You
shit,
know what I mean?
it's
So
to be perfectly honest,
fuck yeah.
I want to be here because my family's here and my chosen family is here.
yeah,
True.
And to me, that's what's most important in life.
I agree. I would love to stay in Canada.
Yeah, me too. But it's
That's
like,
why if
it's
I
hard.
did
It's
leave,
hard to stay here.
it
They don't
feels-
want us to stay.
It
in
feels like we're
Canada.
being forced out.
Yeah.
I'm just
As
saying,
a citizen, like,
Yeah.
it's it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
As a citizen, it feels like we're being forced out. But for those who are coming in, it's like
Yeah, it's fucked.
it's good for them. It's almost like it's better for you to not have anything and be in Canada than having something and be in Canada. It's hard to explain.
I'm saying
if that makes sense.
It's,
No,
it's
it
what I was
does make
saying when
sense.
we
It
were
does
talking
make
about this earlier. It's sort of
It's
the
like, what the
inverse.
hell?
If you take my grandparents after the Second World War, again, there's lots of. I mean, obviously Britain was destroyed, so that also helps.
Yeah.
But there's also at that time just economically, because that's after Great Depression, recession, all that shit.
Yeah.
Like it was harder to maintain, and essentially we're there in that sort of recession
Yeah,
phase, possibly
exactly.
going into depression phase. It's harder being there, and you need to go somewhere where there's
Yeah.
where
that was-
life presents
that-
you another opportunity.
It is
It's
born out of
there's
necessity.
a pattern. It's the pattern. It's
Yeah.
The reason why
I've been thinking
for
about
me,
patterns all day.
The only reason why I'm thinking of moving or even going to Caribbean or something like that is off the fact that, like, it's a place where you can live off the land.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like all my family does that. So it's
Yeah.
like even if I don't know how to do it, I'll have people to help me to get myself like acclimated to how things are work.
Does
working
does
out
your
there.
family own land?
Yeah,
back home?
like, yeah, bare
Same
land.
with mine.
Like bare land, and we have like
Colonizers.
connections with the actual like government, things like that.
Imagine.
right?
I ain't own no land anywhere.
Stay out of my land, bro. Don't
Yeah.
colonize.
yo,
Don't colonize me, bro.
yo, where's your land at,
Yeah,
bro?
don't worry about
Where's
that,
your
bro. Don't
land at,
colonize me,
bro?
dog.
I'm about to hop in a boat real quick.
Hey, yo, don't colonize me, bro.
We just took back what was already ours.
You know what? Here, let me propose another idea to you guys, okay? Because I was talking to J-Rod to this the
Don't
other day. I was like,
colonize
honestly,
the
if we
dog.
all wanted to stay here, commune.
That's what I've been saying.
I know you've been saying it.
That's what
I
I've been
agree.
saying, bro.
Let's do it.
If a commune doesn't
we
work,
can-
I'm starting my own cult.
I was saying
One of the two.
Yo,
I was
Let's
saying
go with
basically, we don't necessarily need to buy a giant house. We just need to buy a big enough
Land.
property that we can build on.
Yeah, I was looking at those because at that
As
trade
long-
show I was
if there's
at,
a foundation,
those
too.
modular homes. They go for like 40 bands, like fully furnished.
That's it.
You know, you just put a gang of those,
Yeah, we could build a city.
barber shop, recording studio, gym.
Jeez.
I guess a place to sleep.
Jeez.
Game center where you just.
I
game.
also think we should have like a community hall. That'd be sick.
Yes,
Like one big hall that
Yeah.
like everyone
I
can
agree.
come
Where
chill in.
everybody votes.
Everyone has
on
their own
something.
little things.
Yeah.
But we have one hall that's like this is if
It's a democracy, a true
performance.
democracy.
We have to have a meeting.
Sounds like a cult.
Maybe
Devin
we're,
sounds like
maybe we're having.
all I have like I'm saying cult right
It's
now.
okay, but most
But you're
most
not-
communes turned into cults. But the difference with our commune
It'll be our cult.
is our commune is specific to our families. It's
Yeah.
not like all are welcome.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Everyone's
no,
welcome.
it's just demanding.
This is our leader. There would be no leader,
Damn it.
I'm not coming. Then I want to be.
only a puppeteer.
Yeah,
But
I'm down for that.
That'd be sick.
let's do it. Buy a house in Bolton, bro.
You know what?
Bolton is not a bad place.
Can we go somewhere where it's warmer, bro? I'm sick.
Eventually,
of this snow
eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, essentially, the
but
plan is to take
the
over.
offshoot of going places that are warmer.
There is none.
Well, there's none that don't.
I
have,
need it, bro.
There's none that don't have serious natural disasters. In comparison, having to
I
deal
get
with
it.
snow
Volcanoes
and
are
cold
I get it, I
is
get it, I
nothing
get it.
compared to
But there's a
volcanoes,
bunch of-
hurricanes, tornadoes, fucking wildfires.
There's a bunch of places that are exempt from that. You'll be fine.
Don't worry. Yo, don't worry about it, bro.
I mean,
I'm just saying,
I
climate-wise,
I get it.
we can all complain about the winter in Canada.
If
But
we're talking-
Canada is actually a
Hey,
pretty fucking good place.
if we're talking about
climate-wise.
climate, I'm just saying,
I think everybody needs more sun.
I wouldn't even say
That's
even-
why people are depressed.
not even that type of climate. If you're looking at like
I don't need it, man.
a different
need
type
it.
of climate,
I don't, bro.
You do.
I don't know.
Everybody does.
Bro, Scotland would be the perfect place for me because it's always overcast. It's
I would
funny
hate-
on the days that everyone's all miserable because it's all overcast. It's getting dark early. Everyone's all miserable.
Because they're a bunch of
I'm
colored
fucking
people.
chipper. Exactly. But that's my point. Is I don't need it.
I do, bro.
Need it.
I heavily need that shit.
Yeah.
Yo,
we can get
you-
UV lights, bro.
Man's just changing colors and shit. Nah, bro. I definitely.
Did you know when it's overcast, the UV index is higher sometimes when it's not overcast? Because the reflection of the clouds is the sun's reflection is bounced off the clouds.
So all the more reason to love Canada. What the fuck?
Nah, bro.
Or fucking Scotland. But I want to go to another topic.
All right. Last topic. Let's go.
I got like 3 more topics, but okay.
Jesus, okay.
All right. But we'll see if we get into this one because I don't know if you've seen it. I know you've seen it.
Mm.
Did you guys check out the South Park special? What is it? Enter the Pandaverse?
The Pandaverse? Yeah.
No, was that like the new?
So jokes.
I haven't seen a South Park episode. In
It's like a short movie,
Okay.
like a 45-minute.
Yeah, it's like-
it's like a long episode basically.
Yeah, it's like essentially 45 minute to an hour episode of South Park
it's so
that essentially is taking super shots at Disney.
Okay.
hardcore,
And
bro.
specifically the one Disney executive, her name's is escaping me for a second. Kathleen something. What's her
Oh,
name?
bro, yeah.
Can't remember her name.
It's so ignorant, and they just keep. Yo, honestly, those guys are geniuses.
I'm surprised they
They're
haven't been
literally
off yet.
geniuses, bro.
And the other thing that they
Yeah,
tackle and another reason, this is another reason why I wanted to bring it up, but another thing that they majorly tackle in the episode is, on the one hand, they're super talking about Disney wokeness and sort of pandering with and being lazy by, changing all these like Disney characters to make them black and make them gay or whatever.
Mhm.
Essentially is what they're kind of make all these characters
Make them black, make them gay, make them women.
rather than creating make them black, make them gay, make it a chick, like that.
Those are
That's
the
like
three.
what they kind of
Or even-
they play
yeah.
with over and
Okay.
over again in the
Yeah.
episode. And it's true because the point that they're making is it's lazy writing, and I believe this.
Facts.
I remember me and J-Rod had a discussion about it because I forget which character it was that they turned black or whatever, and he said something about like when Amari saw that, like Mario like lit up and was excited. He's like, he's like I wish I saw
Little Mermaid
something.
or something?
I don't know, maybe that, but I don't know why would Amari would care about Little Mermaid.
I mean, I watched The Little Mermaid.
But
when I was
anyways,
like, 'cause my
never-
sister watched it.
Nevertheless, I get it from that point,
Mhm.
but that's also looking at it from one person's point of view.
Yeah.
Where the respectful thing to both people who would be on the side of that argument is to create a unique, creative character
Mm.
rather than change something that meant something to someone else.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
I got it,
disrespectful.
I get it.
Because like, think of it, okay? Like, J-Rod sent me a post the other day. This is different, but J-Rod sent me a post today of like all these world leaders as black people. Did he send you that too? It was like Putin as a black man and shit. The fucking one with Joe Biden.
Yeah,
that
bro.
was so funny. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting off topic.
Fucking Joe.
Anyways, I went a little bit on a tangent there, but the other thing I wanted to mention about the episode about so they're pandering and all that, and that's the one side of it. But the other point that they're making is they really brilliantly cover the whole AI concern of taking people's jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Big time.
reason why I really want to touch on that part of it as well is because essentially, I'm not going to super spoil it for you guys, but basically they're showing how like all these jobs that people went to school for And like universities are
yes.
the enemy. Like, oh, I'm a lawyer.
Yeah.
I
Gotta
do
watch it.
social media. I'm a fucking I'm a psychologist. Like, all these things are essentially getting taken over and potentially replaced by AI.
Right.
And so the characters in the town are blaming the universities for that.
Mm.
Right. And so they're kind of going against them. And so the people that become the richest people in the town are the people that know how to fix stuff. Handymen, tradespeople.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially they're making the point like, you can fucking bitch and complain all you want, but sure, times are changing and those things are being replaced. And yeah, you did kind of get screwed. But all these people, like, people have always looked down on like handymen and plumbers and all that shit. But it's like, these are the people like
That are
you
gonna
should
be
not
fine.
look down on them. And these people are fucking laughing in the future because they're not, they cannot be replaced by AI.
It's true.
Facts.
So number one, it tells you that like, hey, you were fucking, you know, you thought you were better than certain people.
But surprise, you ain't shit.
But unfortunately, that's just not the way things are going thanks to AI. But it also makes the point like, to anyone who's at a point in their life where they're like, what the fuck? Or anyone who's like growing up, it's like, it makes the very clear point like, yo, if you want to excel in life, don't fucking look into doing, oh, I'm going to do graphics or social media or
Yeah.
lawyer or
Don't
whatever.
be deceived.
The most valuable thing you can have is a trade, is an actual, like a skill.
A skill. A skill is very crucial.
For sure.
It's crucial.
And it's like I'm not giving it away, but it's absolutely brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
How, like, I said this to someone, it's like the most amazing thing about that show is how fucking stupid it is, but fucking brilliant.
It's
at the
crazy
same
how they're
time.
still
so
like
genius.
doing
It's
it
genius.
till this day.
Yeah.
Yeah. They keep
And
it
with that
consistent.
consistency.
Well, I think that's also why they don't do they barely do full seasons anymore. Is because they're not gonna be allowed to, but they can get away with doing specials because the intellectual property of, you know, the entire South Park entity is so huge. You're talking video games, you know, you're talking all kinds of shit where they
True,
can
true.
still get away with that because that has been the brand since
Yeah,
day
yeah.
one.
It's like a loophole. Almost.
But for anyone who hasn't seen it,
I might have to check that out.
Yo,
whether you're
Bro,
woke or not,
It jokes.
Yeah?
It's
I
jokes.
100% recommend that you take in the South Park special, Pandaverse.
Gonna have to watch that.
That's what we do. Yeah, we pander to the minority.
Handerverse.
And I explained it, but I actually didn't give away any of the plot.
Yeah.
I gave away the underlying message of it,
You gave away the message, but not the plot.
the message, but not the plot, because I
Yo, it's actually
it's important.
jokes.
And I also think if you know the plot
Yeah.
going into it,
it makes it
you'll
funnier.
spot it easier, and it also
That's a
make
good
it
point.
more
It
makes it
enjoyable for
funny.
you.
That's a good
Because
point.
you're like, okay, I understand what's going on here. Oh, it's like
Good.
It's
You
like,
guys are
imagine-
geniuses.
going into Inception, but having a better understanding of the concept of how that all works.
Mm.
So you see,
So you don't have time. You don't need time to
like
figure it
if
out during the movie.
if someone told you, hey, this is what the message of Inception is,
Mm.
they didn't reveal any plot to you. This is just this is what the
Yeah.
subtext of it is.
Mm-hmm.
depends on the person.
It would be so much more enjoyable because it would be easier to follow along, and then you would appreciate little details
Is
of
that
it
why people watch trailers?
that you wouldn't have noticed. No,
No, but for argument's sake, I feel
don't
like
think
well,
so.
not I feel like, but like
trailers are
for
deceiving.
argument's sake, for
It's true.
people that get it off the rip one time, that might be a greater feeling than already knowing what
Yeah.
the premise is going
But
in.
there's also like
get
there's
that.
also merit to watching something, like a second time or even a third time.
Yeah.
Like a movie I've seen multiple times, and like the first 3-4 times I've seen it, I always pick up on something new. Is the movie Prisoners? No, I don't know if you've ever watched that, but it's one of my favorite movies. But
Prisoners.
yeah, it's yeah. But yeah, no, to your point, that's true as well.
Yeah, I mean, if
Like
if you watch a lot of Christopher Nolan movies,
yeah, like the movie Tenet. Like I wish I knew what the fuck was going on.
That
there.
movie was
I
such
have
a trip.
No idea.
I still don't know.
I still don't know.
That movie was a trip. I need to run it back again because
Yeah.
Do you?
I watched it. Well, the first time I was like, what the fuck? But I
Yeah.
feel like maybe the second time I might pick it up better.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel it's weird. It's like the older I get, I feel like I'm starting to understand things more clearly, if that makes sense.
I hope so.
I hope so. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
no, I
it makes
get you.
sense?
I get you.
Like things I wouldn't pick
Yeah.
up
This is
5
experience.
years ago. I
It's
just pick
experience,
up now.
bro.
Yeah, exactly. So
what
it's
it
like,
is.
you know, let me run it back. Now that my brain's open. Yeah.
Brain's matured.
Yo, that's what it is, yo. Everyone's thought
Seasoned.
process changes after a while, bro.
Mm.
It is what it is. And I could feel my shit changing. No, pause.
I can feel it.
Pause. Yo, that shit's gonna get out of hand, I think, bro. I'm low-key amped that the shit's coming back.
What?
Pause, bro. Cameron's bringing it back single-handedly, and I rate it so heavily, bro. Oh man.
Excuse me.
Have you guys watched their podcast? It is what it is. It's like a sports podcast with Cameron and Mace.
Oh, I've
is
seen
back?
I've seen clips. I've seen
Mace,
Wow.
yo, Mace is a funny dude.
Mace
bro.
is funny. Yeah.
He's so chill,
All
and
the
his
clips
laugh
I've seen,
kills
he's
me.
funny.
His
His smile.
you see it? Yo,
Yeah.
He's got one of those smiles that makes you want to smile with
Yeah.
him.
yo,
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Mace
too.
is actually
Damn.
hilarious.
Cameron and Mace link up.
Bro, it's crazy. And then they have this girl, Stat Baby. She's pretty smart too when it comes down to like sports and shit. But yo, like,
I mean, her
It's-
name's Stat Baby.
yeah, exactly this.
I would assume she's analytical.
Yeah, she's fine.
It's like I don't know no stats. It's all subjective.
Imagine
Yeah.
being Stat Girl and you're like terrible at math.
That'd be the worst.
Fake it till you make it, baby.
2 + 2 = 6. I'm like, it's just like, okay.
Did you want to cover anything else? While
I mean, I have bare things I want to cover, but you know what?
write it
Save
down.
Something light to
Okay.
end it, because also I don't even remember what the other ones are right now. But one thing that's light that I did remember. Let me ask you guys a question.
Mm.
You ever pee sitting down?
Yeah.
Depends.
Now, see, the reason why I asked that
Mm.
I don't give a fuck.
is because
piss sitting
is
down.
because some people will say that to someone as an insult.
Oh.
Like you're saying someone. Some people will say that
Yeah.
a way of saying you're effeminate.
Well,
An
sometimes-
effeminate man
Hey,
would say,
man.
"You piss sitting down, you a bitch." Like, you know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
if you're dropping a deuce,
But I'm just saying.
I'll straight up.
I'm
piss
just
sitting
saying.
down.
I'm just saying.
I don't
Like,
care what people think.
I think if you're secure with yourself,
yeah, bro.
And that's the thing too. Like, and actually, no, that's a good point. And that's what I've always disliked about when people say pause.
that's
After a homophone-
that's toxic
It's so-
masculinity.
It is toxic masculinity. It's
I
like,
don't even believe
it's
in
like,
that word.
it's like,
bro.
yo,
Toxic
I don't even need to say it
masculinity.
because, like, I know, like,
Yeah.
obviously, it is like.
Since when being
like,
masculine was? But my question is, I'm so confused. Since when is being masculine toxic? Because when it
No,
everyone,
no,
no,
it's not toxic. It's just sort of when you have to prove or try to over exemplify your masculinity by
Yeah.
it's
It's like-
supporting something. You
It's
know what
like
I mean?
it's like a common thing would be
I can see that.
you pee sitting down, you're
Yeah.
a bitch. I like pumpkin spice lattes,
Yeah.
you're a bitch.
Or do I have to work out to be like a man or something?
Yeah.
Like, is that what dictates a man? No, what dictates a man is whether they're able to provide, support, protect.
Yeah,
You know,
Mm.
that to me is what a man is.
facts.
You know, somebody like a man who's educated and strong. You know, the willpower, discipline, all that. But just because he pisses while sitting down doesn't mean he's not a man.
Exactly. But-
Or just because he doesn't say pause and says like a fucking.
or saying no homo.
Yo.
I've never
Yeah,
understood
yeah,
that.
yeah, like
I mean,
I will say, personally, I will say the most fucking sus jokes just to make the other person feel uncomfortable
Yeah.
because I don't give a fuck.
Why not? Just have fun.
I rate it, but you know,
what do you think? I'm a fucking bitch?
No, like-
I'd like to see you try to say that.
no, that's fine.
You
Like
know
I
what I
get
mean?
that, but like
It's funny, bro. I don't give a
it's just
fuck.
jokes, you know?
Yeah.
I think we have to remove that barrier because
Hey, yo,
it just creates a little bit more
It's more fun.
segregation.
It's
Like,
fun,
it's
bro.
fine when it's like when you're just doing it to be fun. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I get it when it's like your uncle.
Yeah.
You're getting a pumpkin spice latte. What are you?
Yeah.
No, you know what they would say. I'm not gonna say what they would say, but
I know
like-
exactly what it is saying,
you know what I
bro.
mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have like
with the
Tito's
death.
like that too.
Yeah,
But anyway, like-
ignorant uncle or grandparent,
Oh,
like
oh,
sure,
yo,
which that's
man.
all in good fun. They're just busting your balls,
Bro.
because
Yeah.
that's what they did. That was their that's based on their experience, and everyone's experience is unique to them.
Hey, when I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to take a piss and I don't turn any lights on,
I thought you were about to say I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I get to work.
I go
like,
for a run,
bro. Like already?
I go for a run. No. I'm like feeling my way through the
I
dark.
was about to start doing push-ups, bro. I was like, I'm a bitch. Like, fuck.
I'm feeling my way through the dark to go to the washroom, bro. I'm sitting my ass down to take
Yeah.
that piss. I'm not taking no chances of missing that toilet.
But
I'd rather sit down and than having to clean up a mess
yeah,
later that morning, bro. Fuck that.
I'll do it in broad
and
daylight.
it's more
though.
comfortable.
It's more comfortable than but sometimes you want to do a little. Maybe you want to read something.
Yeah, especially men. They take their time in washrooms.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but every guy I know, like when they take a dookie or whatever,
Well, sometimes you're constipated. And you feel like you have to.
They're
and
chilling.
You're not going to.
Men's are chilling in there.
Yeah.
From the guys I know, I personally, I'm chilling in there. Like I'm
Yeah.
like taking.
I get
my
work.
scrolling.
I get work done while
I'm
I'm
scrolling.
chilling, bro. I want everything to come out nicely. I want to take my time.
Yeah.
My body needs its time to do its thing.
100%.
So I'm gonna let it do it.
And the funny thing is like a lot of women are jealous that we can pee standing up, and while it's very convenient,
it is very convenient.
lot of times-
it is very very convenient.
like. And,
I mean, you just pull your fucking zipper down.
And-
technically,
and sitting down to
Urinals.
pee in public,
Urinals
sitting
are a
down to pee in
godsend.
public, I understand the gripe with that, but commonly sitting down at home to pee, it can be an enjoyable experience.
yeah, I don't know. I'll pee however I want to pee. You know,
It depends on my mood, exactly, and there should be no judgments.
I don't
No
even-
judgments, men.
It's weird to me that that's even a thing. No,
Or even a woman. Like,
I feel
what,
like-
you
I
sitting
feel
down
like-
to pee. Like, what are you?
I feel like it's the reason why I feel like that's a thing is because people are so insecure these days.
Yeah,
Whether it be social media or
because of
how other people
like
like
just
how
circled this
Yeah.
entire
Women or-
episode back.
That's what I'm saying. It's what it comes down to, bro. Like if
Yeah.
you're so concerned about like your being the person who you are about that, you got to really evaluate what you're
Yeah.
taking in because there's so much other things to be concerned
Big
about
time,
than that.
bro.
Like, what the
Everything.
fuck? Like, are you kidding me? That's crazy.
I ain't concerned about it.
Yeah, no, I'm just
But
saying. I'm
other
just saying.
people,
I know, but that's what
make
I'm
it
saying.
a thing.
I know you're clearly not
because
concerned
it's
about
more about the social zeitgeist. of it,
it.
if that's the correct term to use. For
Yeah.
it.
Man's will talk shit about you sitting down here taking a piss. Will take a random drug from a man at a rave, bro.
Yeah.
It's just,
Or like,
it's just,
yeah,
it's
like,
different. You know, it's
you
You have to
know,
worry
like
about-
a man's will fucking, like, I'll sit down and piss, but like that dude doesn't know how to fucking throw a punch for the life of him to save his
Simple.
life.
It's
It's
like
like,
a-
what do
it's
you
a-
want? Like,
it's just
there's-
a don't watch
you know
that
what I mean?
tape,
It's
bro.
like, I get it. Whatever. It is what it is.
Fuck it, bro.
Listen,
Live your life, bro.
if there's anything I want
Hey,
people
if-
to take away from today's episode, it's that men, women, if you sit down to take a pee, I love you unconditionally.
Hey, if a woman wants
Pause.
to stand up, if a woman wants to stand up while she pisses,
She wants to stand up. I support you. I support you.
Yo.
I want to hear that
Yo,
splash.
could you imagine? How do they stand?
My
They have to
cousin-
put
actually,
they can
my-
do it.
2 feet over the fucking wall.
my
like
cousins, they grew up
Yo, that's
together, right?
crazy.
So one of my cousins grew up around a bunch of guys, and she always used to, when they were growing up, she like when they were little youths, like she
Yeah.
always used to see my cousin Jay taking a piss standing up. So she's like, yo, she wanted to be like the boys,
Yeah,
right? She's like,
yeah.
why can't I do that? So she started trying to piss standing up, and it was just a mess,
course.
obviously.
I mean,
But,
yeah,
it's a funny story.
but they can still do it. I didn't say it was
Yeah,
ideal.
I'm sure it's still
Ladies,
possible.
you
Yeah.
can do whatever you want
I
because
think
even if
the-
you piss on yourself, some dude will still fuck you.
I think the
Some dude
moral,
will still fuck.
I think the moral of this episode is
Pretty much. This is how it goes.
time is the most valuable commodity.
Big
yes. Social media is the devil.
Everybody's insecure,
time.
but to work on, to accept your insecurities and to better yourself
Big time.
And
for the
social
greater
media-
good.
Yeah.
Love
Social media
yourself
is the devil.
and fuck social media. And
Big time.
if a guy at Popeyes asks you for your dipping sauce, just give it to him.
Just swing at
Just-
him, bro.
Give it to him.
It's either give it to him or you swing.
And that concludes this episode of TGR Podcast. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Done, no.
Yeah.